All right, developers, gather round. You've probably been in this situation. You write what you think is a perfectly good CSS rule, but it just doesn't work. The browser ignores it, so you add more classes, maybe throw in an exclamation mark important, and suddenly your style sheet looks like a war zone. What you're witnessing is CSS Specificity, the browser's internal scoring system that decides which style wins when multiple rules target the same element. And today, we're going to master it. Let me show you how this works with our Specificity Battle Arena. Think of this as a boxing match between CSS selectors. In this corner, we have selector A. Let's give it .btn:hover. And in this corner, selector B. We'll give it #CTA. Now watch what happens when they both try to style our target button. Because .btn hover has a specificity score of 0020. That's 0 inline, 0 IDs, 2 classes, 0 elements. But #CTA scores 0100-1 ID beats 2 classes every time. ID selectors are just heavier weights in this boxing match. Let's break down the hierarchy because this is crucial. From strongest to weakest, inline styles beat ID. ID beat classes and attributes. Classes beat elements. And elements are the lightweights. It's like a weight class system. You wouldn't put a featherweight against a heavyweight and expect the smaller guy to win. Now here's where it gets interesting. Let's say we have 2 selectors with exactly the same specificity score, like .card, .title versus .post, .heading. Same score, 0 ID, 2 classes, 0 elements. Who wins? The one that comes later in the style sheet. This is what we call source order precedence. But wait, there's a twist. What if we add exclamation mark important to one of them? Watch what happens when I check the exclamation mark important box on selector A. Boom, the button immediately switches colors. Important is like bringing a rocket launcher to a knife fight. It overrides everything except another important with higher specificity. Now let's talk about some modern CSS features. See, this is .btn #CTA selector. It adopts the highest specificity within its parentheses. In this case, the ID specificity. But where .btn has 0 specificity, it always loses specificity battles, which makes it perfect for reset styles or base utilities that should be easy to override. Here's a pro tip that'll save you headaches. When debugging specificity issues, calculate the scores. Add up your ID, classes, and elements. The selector with the highest number in the leftmost non-zero position wins. It's like comparing version numbers. 1.0 beats 0.15, even though 15 is bigger than 1. The real power comes when you understand this system well enough to write minimal, maintainable CSS. Instead of constantly escalating specificity wars with exclamation mark important or overly specific selectors, you can write clean, targeted rules that work predictably. So, the next time your styles aren't applying as expected, don't just reach for exclamation mark important. Check the specificity scores, understand the hierarchy, and write your CSS with intention. Your future self, and anyone else who has to read your code, will thank you. If this deep dive helped you understand CSS specificity better, hit that like button and subscribe for more front-end fundamentals. Next week, we're diving into CSS cascade layers and how they change this entire game. Thanks for watching.